Hey Libra Sun and Libra Rising people. We're going to be looking at the major energy that you're releasing and the major energy that's coming in to your life right now because of that. So I'm going to start off with Libra Sun releasing and Libra Rising releasing, and then Libra Rising incoming energies, and then Libra Sun and incoming energies. I would just stick around for the whole thing if you're a Libra Sun or a Libra Rising, because depending on where you're on your spiritual journey, the minor energy or the major energy might resonate with you on what you're releasing and what's coming in. And then I just look at your sun sign and a rising sign if it's not Libra, and mesh the two messages together of what you're releasing and then what's coming in, and you'll get a very specific, detailed energy of what you've been releasing and what's coming in specifically for you. Okay. So what Libra Sun are you releasing, have been releasing? Okay, I'm getting this this like feeling like you have to have it all energy. Feeling like you're on top of everything, on top of your money, on top of your daily routines. Having to like prove yourself or show yourself to the world that you have it all, that you're constantly doing good work on a daily basis, that you can show up for yourself, for work, for family, for friends, for everyone, with a bright smile on your face and like good energies to help, because you always have enough in your own cup kind of energy. So I feel like that's the kind of energy you're kind of releasing. Maybe because of there might have been something, you might have dealt with something in the past that made you not seem that way, and so it's kind of you feel kind of fearful or doubtful, or you think it's bad, it's not a good vibe to be putting out this image that you're not on top of everything. Temperance, again, it's like both Libra cards there. Yeah, like always being so perfect all around. I feel like that's the energy that you've been releasing, Libra Sun. And this is kind of like Libra Sun, this is something you've been kind of dealing with for probably most of your life. So this is the energy that comes up every once in a while, just like, having to show everyone that you're good and everything all the time, Eight of Wands. I'm getting some sort of fear, what people might say if you're not looking perfect, that your life is not looking perfect, that one area of your life is like not the 100% best. Judgment, yeah. Judgment people might throw your way if you're not doing so well with money at the time, or something happened with your work, so your income has changed, you're not making as much as you used to, or you're not making much anymore. Maybe you change from working to not working. I don't know if you got married or something like that, or for temporary reasons, for kids, or taking care of a family member. What will people think if I don't wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning every day? Something like that. I need people to see me doing work, see me doing the same things over and over, working out, cooking, and, showing up to social events and looking good at my workplace. And like, it's a little bit much. I think that's the energy that you've been releasing, Libra Sun. Libra Rising, how has this energy been more intensified for you in the past few years? This is something that's come to the forefront for you to work on and release. I'm getting specifically with people that you work with, so the people that you see around you a lot, that people like that you live with, so your partner or your family, or your neighbors. Like, what will they think? They need to see me holding myself up to the same standards. People that you work with at your workplace or your place of business, or what you do in your normal daily routines, the shops that you go to, the food places that you go to. I need to keep my image up, my appearances up. People who always been around me, they need to know that I'm the same. I keep up my appearances. I keep up my life. I'm not slacking in any way. I'm not losing any money. I'm not downgrading. I'm not being more lazy. I'm not downgrading my life. Like, these are concerns of yours. And it might be from a trauma that happened in your life, maybe in the past few years specifically. For Libra rising, yeah, definitely in the past few years, it's been something that happened in your life, maybe that made you feel like, I can't let people see me look worse than where I was, because I lost my job, or because I changed homes, or because I got divorced, or because I whatever the situation is, because I had to sell my house because I sold my car, because I got demoted or something. Like, I can't let people know because you're not doing so well at work anymore, or something like that. Maybe because you needed to not spend so much money or something like that. And so this is and I feel like you might have been around people who noticed and may have said something, so that made it worse. Libra rising, what's this energy you've been releasing? 4 cups. This need to be always fabulous and fascinating. I'm getting I feel like people around you are so like quick, always on to the next thing, and it felt like, is this what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life? Always keeping up with the Joneses. 2 of Wands, Queen of Swords. Constantly like having to defend, like feeling like you had to defend yourself, defend your choices. Like, it felt like every time you were talking to these people, it was kind of like, oh yeah, well, because I was working on myself, or like the company was merging, so there's like some changes, but it's in the long run it's better. Like, you're always making excuses, and felt like you always have to make excuses or like explain yourself, or you felt like you had to. And maybe you did. Maybe you had very like curious family members, curious friends who are always like, it's because it's your insecurity, so you're kind of putting that energy out there. So like, it's like, oh, I hope people don't ask me about this, and then people ask you about it. It's like, oh god, I now have to answer, now I have to explain myself, or I have to I have to like make excuses, or I have to like defend my reasonings, my choices, or my like put a twist on why this bad situation is actually good. It's kind of annoying. It's like, I'm getting effing annoying. Very, very strong swear words coming out. Healing. What you might have not known is that like you were actually mirroring a lot of other people's healing, because I feel like a lot of people might have been going through very similar situations as you. Maybe not in the same area of life, but like in terms of setbacks in money or income or work, or having to spend less or something along those lines. So like, you might have felt insecure about having to say, like, defend yourself or explain yourself, but like in really what you were doing is healing a lot of people who were going through similar situations but just didn't have the courage to talk about it the way you did. And even though you might have felt like you didn't have the courage, you felt like you were forced and in fact traumatized by this stuff. Seeing you might have been releasing a lot of this energy, changing your perspective, realizing that a lot of people around you are in the same boat, or had even maybe stronger energies of that that they're dealing with, and you're their lifesaver. Like, hearing someone that they love and trust and look up to say similar things about these energies, actually comforted a lot of people. So please release this energy if you haven't already, because you've been a savior, an angel to a lot of these people, a healing energy for a lot of these people. And at the same time, you might have been healing, talking to these people that you might not want to talk to about these specific topics. So what's coming in because you've done this work, release work, Libra rising? What's coming in for you in a very big way? You're leading the way. You're leading the way. So you're getting a lot of abundance in a lot of areas of life. But specifically, someone to share your financial burdens with. So I feel like the reason Spirit saying the reason that you've been taking a hit, or seems like you've been taking a hit in your career, in your finances, or your day-to-day routine in terms of your life's work, is because you are meant to have someone come in, or some people come in to share this with you. So you're bringing in someone that's going to be sharing their material possessions with you, or their finances, with financial investments, and their, kind of someone that you are going to share these burdens with or responsibilities with. Because unlike a lot of people around you, you kind of faced this challenge head on, I'm getting, where people were kind of nervous to talk about their job or their money or their change in daily routines, or having to spend less money. Like you faced it head on, releasing a lot of this energy, which is bringing in like someone who's going to help take care of these things for you. This could be a partner, this could be family, this could be friends, a new business partner, a new potential opportunity. Let's see what's going on here. What are you bringing in a very big way, Libra rising? The Chariot. Wow. A big energy, very, very stable and secure energy in terms of material stability and security, because I feel like you've been at like a little bit insecure in that area, but you faced your insecurities head on, and so something is coming towards you in a very powerful way to give you stability and security. 9 of Cups, wish granted, a celebration. I'm getting the 10 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups here. I feel like multiple areas of your physical life that needed stability and security are coming in. It could be relationship, it could be home, it could be career, it could be money, it could be investments, it could be material possessions, and it's probably a lot of these things, not just one thing that is coming in for you. How and why? Strength. Because you had the strength, you might have not thought you did, but Libra rising, you had the strength to face these challenges head on. You face these people head on, and they came at you. The universe was not shy to bring these people to you and ask you the tough questions. You didn't back down. You had the courage, and you might not thought you did, but you had a lot of strength, a lot of courage, a lot of bravery to handle these situations. And it kind of felt like at some point, like, is this ever gonna stop? Is this gonna be my life forever? Always feeling less than because I'm explaining to people why my life situation is the way it is right now. And you might have had a situation specifically in the past few years that really, really made you feel uncomfortable talking about these specific things in your life. You face it head on, and because of that, strength is coming to you. Spirit is bringing in strength to you. Parents, parental figure. Yeah, you brought in a lot of healing. You were the parent figure to a lot of people. You might have not realized it, but all these people who were asking you questions, they were like, you might have felt insecure dealing with their questions, but they felt insecure about their own situations. That's why they were asking. You attracted people who had a similar situation, but they were handling it in a different way than you. And you were being the person with them. You're the person taking the higher ground. You're being the bigger person, and you are being honest with them as much as you could be. Giving good advice. Even if you are saying it very harshly and very, very brutally honestly, you didn't back down. You answered the question. And so you were being, in a lot of ways, a parental figure to people who were in this kind of energy and needed some guidance and advice and example of how to handle these things. And an example that you can handle these questions and these uncomfortable situations in life. And because of the strength, you're bringing in someone who is going to bring that parenting energy for you, who can kind of take care of you materially, financially, and physically. So good for you. Good on you, Libra rising. Libra sun, what does this look like for you? How is this energy coming in for you? Because it's like this need to always feel like you're perfect on top of everything and can take care of everything. This energy is manifesting for you. I'm getting a vacation. Vacation. This might have been something that you have to deal with on and off in life. It might be, depending on where you are in your spiritual journey, you might have conquered this energy within you, and it just kind of pokes up once in a while in your life. But I feel like, yeah, if you have a good handle on this, like when this kind of energy comes around and it feels like you're presenting your life too much to people around you and you don't really care for that, you should take a break. Sorry if you hear my stomach growling. I'm fasting for all of these readings. It's crazy. And in the Taurus new moon energy. So crazy energy right now. Yeah, you're like, I need to go. When you feel like it's too much, you're like, I need a break. You take a vacation, you kind of, make a staycation or something, or get an Airbnb, just kind of reset yourself. Yeah, fill your own cup. When you feel like you're acting too much to keep up your image to other people, you're like, oh, you catch yourself, and this is like a lifelong lesson for you, Libra sun. So you kind of know it yourself. You're like, when I'm acting too much to look good to other people, you're like, okay, cut this out, take a break, and fill my own cup up. And so, because you have this energy, Libra sun, you shouldn't care what other people think. You shouldn't care if other people think you're like balanced and sane and handling everything correctly, because you're gonna come off insane. You're a Libra sun, like you're gonna come off like you're doing impossible feats. You're constantly keeping things balanced, and if you're not, you're constantly stressing about it, and you're totally imbalanced. So this is your lifelong thing of being balanced and imbalanced. And so you're gonna, who cares? People are gonna look to you. They're gonna think you're crazy if you're balanced, and they're gonna think you're crazy if you're not balanced, and crazy if you are. So you're not gonna be able to win. You can't care what other people think, and that's when you know you need to reset yourself. Knight of Wands here again. Knight of Wands coming to you. It's like, bring it on. Like, how sometimes when you're so confident, like in who you are and what you're doing in life, and like you feel confident, and like even if you're not perfect, you're confident in yourself and your life. That's the energy you get to. You're like, bring it on, people. What are you gonna say to me? I could take you on. I could shut you down. I can tell you truth. I can give you advice and send you on your way. Bring it. Like, that's the energy I'm getting from you. That's the energy that's coming to you, Libra sun. Six of Cups, reunited with your strength. Yeah. Because, like, you know, when you're kind of feeling like, oh, you're doing things not to make your life pretty for yourself, or making pretty for other people, and how other people think it's pretty and how other people might think it's perfect. Like, you're like, you know, when you're like doing it for other people versus yourself, and then you're like, you take a time out and reset yourself and connect to that strength that you have. Someone you see once in a while, I think because it came out in reverse, like a place that you go once in a while, or something you do once in a while. Maybe it's taking a break, maybe it's visiting a friend, or visiting your hometown, or going on some sort of new adventure or something like that. Talent. Libra Sun, because, like, you know, you're in Libra Sun, you have the Venus, like, money comes easy to you. Looking good in your daily life comes easy to you. Material possessions come easily to you. And you sometimes forget that. And sometimes you start, like, comparing yourself to other people, or comparing yourself to your past self, or your future self, something that you're where you're not at yet. And that's when you need to ground yourself and be back in the moment and be like, okay, I am good where I am good as who I am, and all that. So there might be something that you do routinely to kind of keep yourself in check. When you realize, a new crush, when you realize people are getting to you too much, or people's opinions, or what people might think of you in your life gets to you too much, you kind of reset. You find something, like, I feel like, you like travel to a new place, or you like you might discover a new talent, Libra Sun. You might have a hidden talent emerge from this round, from winning this round of this trying to look perfect lifelong challenge. I feel like you have a new talent emerging. Look into this. Past love, interest. You might have an ex coming through. You might have an ex come through every time you go through the cycle, or ex friends, or people you haven't talked for a long time. This might be something that you see every time the cycle kind of comes through for you. There's no reason to fear. I feel like something specific is coming through for you, Libra Sun. Someone you talk to. All these cards are coming out in reverse. I don't know what it is. Pain and release. Okay, so I feel like someone's coming back, or so like a past friend or past lover is coming back to heal some sort of pain, or you're meeting someone who is like that old friend, or like that old ex-lover or ex-partner, a new crush, a new friend, a new lover, to heal your pain. At the same time, a new talent is being uncovered. Okay, Spirit's not really telling me much about that, so I'm going to move on. What is the general last energies? General energies of what you're releasing and what you're bringing in. The World's card, yeah. I feel like you're bringing in a whole different, like, vision of life, reality of life. I feel like Libra rising, Libra sun, this is bringing in a whole new perspective of life, because I feel like the way you see yourself is what's going to manifest in your environment. So if you don't see yourself as enough, or you don't have the confidence to speak about yourself and your life where you are confidently, it's going to show up painfully in your external reality. And I feel like because you're closing out this cycle and releasing this energy in a very big way right now. The way you move forward from now on, the way you see reality is going to change. I feel like Libra Sun, you're going to have a new talent come in that's going to bring in more resources or finances, or bring in a really good friend or a really good life partner that's going to bring with them healed energies. And as much talent as you're bringing, new beginnings. Yeah, so I feel like there's like a reset, and there might be a little fear that pops up that's like, oh, is this like exactly like the person I dated in the past? Is this exactly like the friend I dated I had in the past? Is this exactly like the job opportunity I had in the past? No, this is a new talent. It's a new person. This is a new beginning. But the world, a new beginning in reverse. I feel like it's the thing before the new start comes in. So you might meet each other, whether this is a new friend or a new partner or a new business prospect. It comes in with this new talent being uncovered for you, Libra Sun. But it's like right before you transition into this new reality. So you're going to see them, if it's a person, you're going to see them before they change. And if you get this talent, you're going to see what it's like as your old self before you move into the new self. Okay. And what's coming in for you? Serendipity. Good luck. Things are just working out exactly in the way that they're meant to. The more I honor my inner light, the more I brighten the world. I choose to shine. Yeah, because I feel like there was an insecurity about talking about where you are in life and who you are now, where you've been and where you're going, and if that might change. And it's just like you're more living in the moment, Libra rising, and you're just like, I'm ready to shine. I don't care who sees it. And because of that, you're attracting in a lot of abundance. Because people are attracted to your light, and people are going to bring abundance to you. You're not going to have to deal with these burdens alone. For Libra Sun, I feel like you're constantly shining your bright light so brightly, like all the time, that it causes some sort of burnout, and sometimes that burnout leads to you getting into the negative mental thought, or like caring too much what other people think and doing what other people think you should be doing, kind of thing, how other people think life should be lived. And then you change your mindset, and what you're bringing in is someone who's ready to shine their light with you, with their talent, with their healed energies, in a very, very beautiful, powerful way. What is this for? A friend. Yeah, it could be a friend. It could be a friend that turns into a lover. It could be a business partner that is a friend at first, but it's a friendship that turns into something more, maybe. A best friend, a soulmate level friend, a soul family friend, or a friendship that turns into a romantic thing, or a friendship that turns into a business partnership, or all. Someone who's ready to shine their light and talent with you. You're not a solo act anymore, I'm getting. Okay. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you're not both a Libra sun and rising, I'd find your rising sign and sun sign reading and look at the energies that you're releasing and line it up with this one and combine the two to get a very specific message for what you're releasing in a big way right now. And then look at the energy that's coming in and merge the two messages and see what's coming in for you in a very specific to you, very detailed way. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. I wish you much love and light.